Well, Billy, the series is over. The Mavericks lost. It's over with. We're done. The Mavericks lost the series tonight after the night. Was that
Yep.
good? Was that panic and reactionary for you right there? Is that?
Blow up
Oh
the
yeah,
whole AAC tonight. Just blow
yeah,
up the whole city of Dallas. Everything is lost. This team wasn't shit. They never been shit.
yeah.
As a matter of fact, throw away the championship year 2011. Throw it all away, Mavs fans. It means nothing. The LA Clippers, born destined. We were told they were championship caliber team. Came to Dallas and they beat the Mavericks for the first time in the series. Applause. Matter of fact, let me go ahead and get up for that. Let me go ahead and give a standing ovation. People, please shut the fuck up and
Oh
calm down.
wow!
No, I'm
Oh
I'm
wow!
hot. I'm
Oh
hot,
wow!
Walt. I'm hot. It's picked up.
Oh
It's
no!
been here all night. I'm this is stupid. This
Uh
is
oh!
stupid. I
Well,
already know where they're going. Don't worry. I already know where they're going.
oh
I'll
wow!
address that here in just a minute. I'll address that here in just a minute. Go ahead, Walt. I'm gonna drink my water over here until it's my turn.
Oh, look at this! They're all coming in. Time to move on from KP
Yep.
Brickzingis. Oh
Yep.
wow! No
Yep.
big stops tonight.
Mm-hmm.
Kendrick says Billy. I guess they're putting this on. I guess they're putting this loss on you guy tonight on big
Of
stops
course.
tonight, Billy.
Of course. Why not? Why not? Why not?
What
It's
step back?
it's the easy thing to do. We're not going to assess the game. We're going. What do we like to do? You know what this is, man. Well, I don't know how much you ever spent time in the country or at your grandmother's house. If they ever had like little peach trees and stuff like that. I grew up with a peach tree in my backyard, and
Mm-hmm.
my dad used to tell me all the time, it's like, "Hey son, go out there and give me some of the peaches." I could never get to the top peaches. I always
Right,
had to grab the ones that kind of hung low. Okay, and that's what people like to do. People
low
don't
hanging
want
fruit.
to. Yeah, they don't want to think. They don't want to assess it for what it really is. They pick that they listen to the Skip Baylesses of the world. They listen to they listen to the guys who want to support the narrative that fits them, the popular narrative. Nobody is willing to address the situation for what it is. They want to listen to my guy, and he is my guy at Tovash 10. I got some major words for him, but they like to listen to that. They like to just run with it, and that's okay. That's all right. That is my guy. Tovash, I got nothing but love for you, bro, but I'm going to have to tell you the truth of the matter. Walt, I can admit, we all saw it. Nobody has to sit here and sugarcoat it. Kevin, I'm sorry. Kristaps Porzingis did not have a good game. He didn't even have a bad game. It was atrocious.
He looked
Okay, it
scared
was
out there. He looked
atrocious.
scared out there. Played with
Man,
confidence, at least KP.
see, bro, this is the type of stuff I'm talking about.
Can they still
But
trade
everyone,
KP?
let them do what they're gonna do. Of course, of course, of course.
KP gotta go. KP gotta go though.
Yep, yep,
Yep. I
yep. Of
got
course.
12 peaches. Previous owner went nuts. Why is this about to become why do I feel like I'm about to get an endorsement for peaches tonight with that first comment you started with? We
Look,
lost
man.
because Rick took Luka out when he was up 28-18. And when we bought Jalen in the clips, when 14-0 Jalen is off the ball, that's why we lost. Okay. Billy, calm down. Tell Willie to box out. KP couldn't take a step with George. It's just a KP hate show tonight.
It is
This
because
is a
this is
KP
what's
hate show.
convenient. This is what's convenient. Listen, man. Here's the deal. Here, let's look at let's first assess this and let's look at the reality of the situation.
Luka can't play the whole game, Billy. It's what Mr. Ajayi said.
Of course, well, I tell you something else. He doesn't play when he's out there in the minutes he does play. But
What's that? The defense?
there's none of that going on. There's none of that. And you know what, man? A part of me said that this was going to happen. Internally within the game, I saw them get off to a hot start, and I was like, man, this is good. This is really, really good. But are they going to let up? What happens when these shots aren't going to fall? They just got off real hot.
I knew it was gonna get bad when I seen them come back from that deficit. I was like, oh. Whoa.
Well, here's the
That's not
thing.
good. The Mavericks
Well,
didn't keep their foot on their necks when they had them down.
it wasn't even about keeping their foot on their necks, man. The Mavericks weren't playing great defense to begin the game. They were just hitting shot after shot, and the Clippers were missing shot after shot. But,
KP can't play offense and defense.
listen, man.
Okay, Rick
Here's
let
the
up.
deal.
Rick
So
let
here's
up, man.
here's the cold, harsh reality of it.
Mm-hmm.
Here's the reality of what happened tonight, Walt. At the end of the day, at 11:45 p.m. Central Standard Time, the Mavericks are up in this series 2-1. They have Game 4 here in Dallas. They'll go up 3-1. They'll shut it down in LA. You can book me on saying that. You can quote me on that. This series is over in 5 games. What's the next game
What
after
happened?
Sunday? Is it
What
Tuesday?
happened? You said last night. You said it was in 4.
Yeah, but the Clippers thwarted my plans. That's okay. The Mavericks thwarted my plans tonight. I don't even blame the Clippers. The Mavericks did it to us. But it is what it is. It's fine. Here's the deal.
Well, I hope all these people join us on the broadcast here when we put this stream out. We want everybody that's commenting to join us and get at Billy and tell them what you think about tonight after we show the highlights.
They can come say whatever they want to, man. Let's go ahead and get to the damn highlights, man. I got a lot of shit I want to say, man. This is ridiculous.
Oh man, this guy is fired up. I haven't seen you this fired up in a long time, man.
Because it's nonsense. 2 things I hate, man, in sports is I hate bandwagon. I hate people who don't want to assess the game for what it is, and I cannot stand front runners. I despise front runners. people who are front runners, they irritate me, man. They irritate me. But we'll talk about that later.
They found a mismatch and played small. KP was out guarding Batum at the 3-point line.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Billy fired up.
Well, I have a legit question, man. We talk about this type of thing all the time.
Step back. I can't admit this. Step back Jack was in full effect in the first quarter.
Yeah, he was balling.
Step back Jack was in full force. There's Cuban standing up there on that last clip.
Now, I want you to look at something, Walt, as you observe these highlights. Look at what we're doing. Look at how the Clippers are scoring every time they get the ball. Look at where we're scoring from, and look at where they're scoring from. And you tell me which one is more conducive to winning. And you see your answer.
Hold on. I'm just doing this just to catch it up. It looks slow over here on this screen. I don't know if it's slow on everybody else's screen.
Yeah, it's pretty slow over here. I'm catching this on this side.
Hold on, I'm gonna bring it down and bring it back up.
Okay.
And then go there. Okay. Let's see if this help it just a little bit. Now, Billy, what were you saying before you got highly upset?
Well, so I was saying if you look at the Mavericks and how they were scoring tonight, they got off to a very hot start. We all saw it, okay? They looked like they're about to run these boys out the gym. But then you start looking at the Clippers and how they were scoring the ball and how the Mavericks were scoring the balls. The Mavs relied on the 3-point shot. I think the Mavericks finished the game. At one point they were like 18 to 36 from 3. This was late in the fourth quarter, and then Luka hit a couple at the end. So I think they might have very well ended up shooting over 50% from 3 tonight. But the problem is, man, and I said this to you the other day, even when we won in game 2. All right, Kawhi is getting his numbers. Even Paul George is getting his numbers. But you got to make these guys work for it. They're scoring too easy. If they're going to score, make them work to get the ball and then score. You're making it too easy for these guys to score. Then in addition to that, like I told you, Kawhi didn't run out of energy tonight. You know why? Because as Tovash 10 told us, and I must give credit to where credit is due, he said this just last night, Walt, in studio. He said, what they're doing with Kawhi, they're just putting him on KP. The Mavericks do not use Kristaps Porzingis. They do not use him the way he needs to be used. It is the dumbest fucking thing in the world to have a 7'3" guy and run him down on the floor, and all he does is stand on the damn perimeter. You're letting Kawhi Leonard, you're letting Paul George, you're letting Rajon Rondo, Reggie Jackson, you're letting these guys stand over in the corner and do nothing. You don't do anything to get him involved. I put that on your stupid ass head coach tonight.
Whoa,
I put that on your stupid ass point guard. Yes, I put it on your on all of them. Get the ball to your guy. Walt, if you've ever played any level of basketball, any level of competitive basketball, from junior high to high school to intramural college, D1, D2, D3, pickup game at 24-hour fitness, guys have got to be in a rhythm. Walt, the man touches the ball and gets a shot attempt like every 7th possession. And then he hits 2 or 3 shots and you take him out the freaking game. They do not know. They just need to admit to us, hey, look, we made a mistake in getting Kristaps Porzingis. Here's the deal. Here's the deal, people, for everybody who wants to know. Kristaps Porzingis, you're hearing it from me. You're hearing it from Billy. Quote me on this. Kristaps Porzingis is not a good fit for this Mavericks team, but it's not because he's not a good basketball player. It's not because he's not a good basketball player. The skill level is there. They do not know how to use him. Him and Luka on the floor at the same time. Luka, there's no lob attempts. There's no cuts. There's no pick and roll. There's nothing. I can't let you get away with that. Walt, I can't let him get away with that. You said KP is not showing any aggression whatsoever. How can you show aggression when you don't get the ball? Basketball is a rhythm game. What you guys sat here all last year, we pandemic P, we did all that different stuff, we did all that talking. What did Paul George tell us last year? He said, hey, I can't get in a rhythm because they want me to just stand on a corner and be a spot-up shooter. You can't do that. I'm not saying KP is the guy that's going to put the ball on the floor and go to the basket, but Walt, it's common freaking sense. He's 7'3". You got him on the perimeter. What is he supposed to do? You expect him to drive on Rajon Rondo or Kawhi Leonard and take them to the hole? He's not going to post anybody. That's not his game. So as a coach, you have got to find ways to get your second best player the ball in advantageous situation to score. No, he does not. That's a lie from the deepest pits of hell. He touches the ball. Let me tell you what happens. Kristaps Porzingis gets the fucking ball at the end of the shot clock. This is what happened. Our guys step back, Jack. They come down. And I see Jalen Brunson even do it a little bit tonight. They come down. They get the ball. People need to understand this, Walt. Let me allow me just a quick second to break this down. Kendrick, go ahead, my guy, Kendrick, whenever you get a chance, please come on and confirm this. I've watched basketball for many years. The way I understand it to happen, Walt, is once the other team scores, as soon as the ball is passed into the court of play, your point guard, whoever brings the ball down, the shot clock starts then. So Luka slow bops and walks up 8 seconds of it. Okay, we get there. We're at 16 seconds. He dribbles it for another 8 seconds. Then he starts to make a move. At 8 seconds, the step back jack is happening. Or we're going to drive to the lane and we're going to kick into the corner, right? All right. So then when they finally do something different and force the ball out of your hands, KP is forced to stand on the corner. You throw him the ball on the perimeter with 3 seconds. They crowd him, and you expect him to do something with the ball? No. He should not touch the ball on the perimeter. Do something. Get him in a pick and roll game. Get him in a pick and pop. When he gets the ball, he needs to be able to shoot it. They don't. For KP to be out there, they do a terrible job of spacing the ball. They do a terrible job of spacing the ball. This is on your coach, and this is on your point guards for not. And needless to say, the defense is atrocious. But the defense has been atrocious all year. Nobody expects the Mavericks to win this series by playing great defense. We know that. So, Walt, you have got to go out there. You've got to put your guys in position to make plays. But what happened? We got excited about Luka jacking up threes, and they were going in. Make no mistake. I'm not taking anything away from him. I'm not putting this game on Luka Doncic. What I'm saying is for those people who want to talk about, oh, KP, he doesn't do enough. Well, KP's not the point guard. He's not the point guard, okay? Ask any of those guys. I've heard Shaq say it before. I've heard Charles Barkley and those guys say it before. They don't get him in a rhythm. He could never be in the flow of a game. How the fuck is that his fault? You want him to go snatch the ball from Luka? He can't do that. You want him to go snatch it from Jalen Brunson? What the fuck is Josh Richardson doing playing point guard? That's not what he's there to do. When he's playing the point, we get no offensive production. Luka's on the bench. KP's your number 2 guy. You won't even get him a shot. Brunson gets the shots. Richardson gets the shots. Maxey gets the shots. What are we doing? What are we doing? Until we fix this, you'll never see any production from KP. You'll never see it. So you can hate all you want to. You can go and say he weak. You can say he was soft. You can say all this different type of stuff. The reality is they do not know how to use him offensively or defensively. KP is lost on this Mavericks team. I bet you if the Clippers had him, I bet you they find a way to use him. I guarantee you they will.
Whoa.
Real talk. I'm just telling you. I'm telling you what I know to be the truth. If Kristaps Porzingis was with any other freaking team, I guarantee you they know how to use him.
Wow.
This is a Mavericks problem. And it's ridiculous.
Yeah, I think we've been saying that. I've been saying that, and me and you both been saying it. But it says WTF, why was KP playing against small ball Clippers? KP was playing horrible on defense and offense. Why not bring Willie Cauley-Stein or Dwight Powell at least to pick and roll?
I tweeted that. I tweeted that very thing tonight. I said, now's a great time to put Dwight Powell in the game. There's not a matchup out here defensively for KP. He can't stick with Batum. He definitely can't stick with Kawhi and those guys. They're going to go around him. He can't stick with them. So you when they go small like that, you've got to either go to another type of defensive scheme. I don't know if you can play a zone. I mean, they got shooters all over the place, so I don't know if a zone works, but it's like you got to switch up something. Rick just kept running out the same weak-ass defense. And eventually the Clippers just, and then at the end of the game, Walt, you know how we saw it, and this was the one thing I was concerned about. I didn't want to see Reggie Jackson get going because he can knock down open shots. It's fool's gold, but he can knock down open shots. I looked at that. I looked at Marcus Morris get going at the end of the game. You know what I'm saying? I don't think that's going to continue on, but you don't want those guys to start seeing the ball go in. Zubac start getting a couple of offensive rebounds down there below and getting them second chance opportunities. It just things didn't work out for the Mavericks the way they wanted to. In the end, they're still up, Walt. 2-1. We have an opportunity to still win. And trust me, sometimes I know people don't like to believe in this. And, hopefully my guy Kendrick or, somebody will agree with this. Sometimes it's good to get your ass kicked, right? Sometimes it's good to get your ass kicked because it humbles you. It definitely humbles you sometimes. And I think that's what happened to the Mavericks. They've been playing well. I don't think Luka's been humbled. They still haven't shown me that they can stop him. But, I mean, sometimes you need to get your ass kicked and refocus it, man. And maybe Rick will get in there with those guys, get them refocused, and we'll see a much better defensive effort in Game 4. The offense will be there. They got to do more defensively.
We got the stream key up for anybody who wants to join the broadcast and talk to Billy, talk him down off the mountain. He's very upset right now as he's pouring down this water over here. But Billy, you asked for him, and he is here. He is here in studio, and I'm gonna bring him up, and I'm just gonna sit back and I'm gonna enjoy what's about to happen here because right now the Kendrick,
my guy,
is joining the broadcast right now.
My guy.
What's up? What's up, guys?
What's up, man?
Hey, we missed you the other night, Kendrick. What happened?
I had to go to work in the morning. That's what happened.
Likewise. Likewise.
I got to get up at 4 in the morning.
Yeah, you don't have to go to work this morning, so go ahead and take it away.
Okay. Okay. Oh, what, Billy? Just calm down, brother. I don't want you having a stroke up there on the broadcast right now. Let's calm down. It's gonna be all right. It's gonna be all right.
Listen, Mavericks got me Dallas Cowboys hot tonight. They got me Dallas Cowboys hot tonight. I'm pretty fired up.
Listen, I told you this series. It ain't gonna be about Luka. It ain't gonna be about. It ain't gonna be about Kawhi. Right. Or it's gonna be about
it's about that on Tuesday. I mean the other night. That's what it's about.
Yeah, it's gonna be about the others. We had a conversation about that. If your others show up, you can win a series. If they don't, you probably you're gonna lose the series. This series not gonna be determined about Luka. This series is gonna be determined about if you go forward with these other guys, and they wasn't good today. They wasn't good defensive. Remember, I told you about Dorian and Kick Doors about the end of the season. Their defense started slipping.
Yeah,
well, you saw it big time because they were getting beat off the dribble by everybody. No pick and roll, and I kept saying that if that would continue, that was going to be a problem. That's basically your two best defenders. In the situation with Rick Carlisle, I am going to blame him on that situation with taking Luka out the game in that situation. When you got a hot player, any superstar, whether it's KD, Michael, Kobe, LeBron, when you got a hot player Curry that's going. I mean, he's going. You don't take him out in no normal substitution situation. You let him ride because that's the difference between a
1 second, Falcon. I see you. I got you.
Would he have a 44-point game, or he could have a 54 or 60-point game? You let that guy keep going. You don't. When they took him out, and like the Clippers said, "Woo, we dodged this momentum. Now we can go play basketball because we don't believe in these other guys." Basically, the coach just admitted we're gonna let Luka get heels, but if we can stop these, we don't believe these other guys can continue this run they on, and they didn't. Timmy started out hot. He cooled off. Dodo went back to being Dodo.
Oh no, he went back to being doo-doo.
Doo-doo. Jay Rich, I think he hit one shot. Brunson was off and on.
Yeah, he was on and off. Yeah,
he's on and off. Sometimes he was on. He hit a big shot, but then that possession at the end of the third quarter where he was just dribbling the ball down and then kicked to Luka, and then Luka had to come up with, I didn't know what the hell he was doing. Yeah, that was stupid. I said, why would you dribble the ball to 10 seconds and pass to Luka like, okay, now do something? That didn't make any sense to me.
Hey, Kendrick, we're gonna come back to you. We got some other people lined up in here. Let me get them in real quick.
Okay, go ahead.
All right, so, hey Billy, this next guy, this is a diehard Dallas Maverick fan right here. Now you about to really get it right here. This guy might be bigger than Gordon right here. This is a new guy joining the broadcast. This is my buddy Falcon right here, and he goes hard for Dallas Mavericks. Falcon, we got you, man. What? I know you. Are you at the game?
No, sir, I'm not.
Oh, okay. You seem upset, man. What's going on, man? Talk to your boy.
You know what? I can't be upset at a 22-year-old. The kid's young. I mean, basketball player or not. I mean, it's like a 4-year-old if they spill a glass of milk. I mean, you can't be upset with a young kid, you know, when he goes out there and does what he does. At the end of the day, I'm upset with a 65-year-old donkey on the sidelines making stupid-ass decisions when you got a motherfucker burning up at 100%, 125 degrees on the basketball court against a team that he absolutely hates with a passion. Your man is out there burning it up. You know what I'm saying? There's a gas shortage because the Mavs fans are tired of throwing gas on the Clippers. That's why there's a gas shortage. You know what I'm saying? And then you pull them off the floor.
Yeah.
Like, did you think for 1 second that a perennial NBA champion like Kawhi Leonard, he's like a Duncan. You hate the motherfucker, but you respect his game. Paul George, same thing. He's not a champion yet. Let me not say yet like it's going to be this year. But, you know, you pay respects to the man. The man was good.
Right.
But let's get something straight. You don't pull your number one Arsenal player off the goddamn court, excuse my French, in that position.
It's internet radio. You can go.
If he's tired. I don't care if he's tired. 22 years old, you don't need to be tired. And who the hell is 7'3", calling himself a unicorn, playing like a motherfucking mule, letting a 6'3" guard push him out of the paint?
Oh no,
dude! Like, you tweet it, you Instagram it, you talk it, you chap, you chatter, whatever. You ain't doing shit on the basketball court, son.
Oh no.
That's where the money's made. Don't nobody give a damn about your AMG. Don't nobody care about your skinny jeans and your boyfriend on the side.
Whoa!
Don't nobody care about that. They care about what the hell you doing on the basketball court. Chandler Parsons took $96 million from goddamn Mark Cuban. Kristaps is stealing $156 million from Mark Cuban. Wow. And Mavs Nation. The first big event to happen in Dallas in a couple of years. And that dude went out there and laid an egg the size of an ostrich. Looking like Bosch. Looking like Bosch in game 2 at the end when the Heat was playing against Dirk. Just failed. Failed miserably. But that was a good thing. But anyway.
I like that one.
I'm going to sit back and listen, but I'm going to say this to go. I put a tweet out there, and y'all can go out there and retweet it and all you want to. Michael Jordan wouldn't have allowed this kind of shit on his basketball team. I don't care who it is. Luka don't need to say shit. Luka don't need to post no pictures. Luka don't need to be posting nothing on IG or Twitter tonight. Luka don't need to say shit. 44 points, 9 rebounds, 9 assists. First motherfucking player, youngest player ever to 275, 75, and 75. Luka don't need to say shit. Luka need to go downstairs in that motherfucking basement. Throw him some sweats on. Throw him a hoodie or a t-shirt. I don't care. Get some free throws up. Get some jump shots up. Get some free throws up. Mentally, in like a Mamba Zen-like facet, zone himself out from all this negativity that he's got to deal with on the bench that he's responsible, well, not responsible for, but he's in charge of.
Yeah.
Zen himself out and do the same fucking shit tomorrow. And when you go to the practice, don't say shit. Don't say a damn thing. Just look at the motherfuckers. Jordan would give you a look. Kobe would give you a look. You know what I'm saying? Popovich would give you a look. When you seen that look, you straighten your you straighten your ass up. That's what Luka need to do. Don't say nothing. Don't go to talk. Say what he is. Say what you got to say to the press. Don't get fined like Kyrie. When you're done with that, go downstairs and get some warm-ups in. Be the last one at the gym tonight. Dallas time, what? It's midnight. Be the last one at the gym tonight at 1:30 or 2 o'clock in the morning. Be the first one in the gym tomorrow morning at 9 o'clock for shoot-arounds. You know what I'm saying? BioSteel evidently is so damn good. Let's see it get put to work. You know what I'm saying?
So Falcon, let me ask you. So we're still confident that the Mavericks are going to win this series, right?
I don't know. Serge Ibaka talking shit like a bitch.
Oh, no.
On his team, and he's out there posting tweets, not even within the last 30 minutes, that he guarantees they're going to win the series. I'm willing to bet my house on that, and I'll be homeless if I lose. I guarantee it ain't going to happen. My faith
don't worry. You'll be resting peacefully at the house, man. It's not happening.
My facts on that, to be honest with you, Dorian, yeah, he didn't have a good game tonight. Hardaway, I don't think Dad was in the building tonight.
Oh, come on, man. No 3 to Hardaway tonight.
My faith in the Mavericks winning the series. Hey, you know what? Dallas lost to the Trailblazers 4-2 in round 1 and was up on them big time in the fourth quarter up in Portland and had reality brought to them. Okay. You know what I'm saying? I was there for all that shit when living in Dallas. My faith is that the Mavericks can put their egos aside, and I'm gonna tell you this. Mavs fans might hate me for this. Treat game 4 like a road game. Don't fucking feed into shit. Don't feed into a fucking thing. Go into game 4. Block the noise. Block the damn noise. Fuck all the Mavs fans.
I agree.
Fuck them all Sunday afternoon, evening, and night. Fuck them all. Go into game 4 like it's a road game. You going into that game with a purpose. Don't you come out of that game unless you finish what it is you started. Mm-hmm. If the Mavs can win game 4, it's a wrap. It might be a wrap in 5. It might be a wrap in 6. If Mavs don't win game 4, they in for a rude awakening.
Rude awakening. Yep. Hey, man, I appreciate you joining us, man. Where you from, man?
And I put that loss on Carlisle. I put that loss on Kristaps Porzingis.
Hey, man, we appreciate you joining us, man, from where you're at, man. Thank you so much, man.
Are you good? I'm only out here on the strip. I'm only out here in Vegas.
Look at that. He on the clock. He on the clock talking to us, Billy.
Goddamn right, I'm on the clock.
I mean, he getting that paper talking Mavs right now.
Somebody got to do it. I mean, Kristaps Porzingis motherfucker clocked in tonight and didn't do shit. I might as well.
Oh, come on, Falcon.
I've done more work today than Kristaps did. I just need $1 million. I don't even need 156. I ain't greedy. I'm Dirk Nowitzki. I'll turn down 4 years, $100 million from the Lakers. I'll turn it down like a motherfucker. Give me $1 or $2 million. I'm loyal to you. I'm loyal to as hell.
Oh man,
Michael Finley, Devin Harris. We can all sit back and relax. Bo Boy, don't matter. Brad Davis want to join in, let's go. Josh Howard want to get some, he can. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, we had him on the show a couple weeks ago, Josh Howard.
I seen it.
Oh, appreciate it, man. Hey, man, stay up, man. Keep your head up out there, man. We look forward to hearing from you on Sunday night.
We go.
Uh-oh, I didn't hear you say it again, Falcon.
I said, hopefully you'll hear from me in different terms.
All right, man. Good night, man.
Sure, see you.
Oh man, there's a fired up Maverick fan right there, Billy. This guy, that's a diehard Maverick fan right there. I mean, it don't get no realer than Falcon right there. We have Gordon and we got Falcon, and listen. As a matter of fact, Falcon's name is on the wall in the AAC when you walk in there. It's one of the big time fans there. His name's on the wall. Wow. Yeah. So that's coming from somebody who watches these games. He keeps it real. Now let's get back over this Kendrick guy. He was about to serve you up. Let's see what he had to say real quick. Kendrick, you still there?
Yeah.
Yeah, my guy Falcon, he don't play about these Mavericks, man.
That boy serious right there.
Yeah,
man.
He's serious. He's serious.
That dude look like he ready to kick somebody's ass right now. Oh, damn, whoever in the back with him at his job right now, say something smart to him. That boy like he better go by somebody's head.
Hey, he will throw hands. That's how he gets down. He's not afraid. That he goes hard for his Mavericks, man.
I see, man. I see. That boy, hey.
Well, listen. While he's going hard for the Mavericks, Billy's over here trying to defend Kristaps Porzingis. He's going hard.
He said something about KP, Billy. I didn't hear nothing from you, Billy.
Man, because my thing is, man, I ain't finna go back and forth with these people, man. I ain't finna go back and forth with them.
Wait a minute. Billy.
What? Listen, here's the thing.
You can't push back, Billy.
Look. Sometimes people be so worked up and everything, but he's right. I'm not going to sit here and defend and say, okay, KP played a good game. Like I said, he wasn't even bad. He was atrocious. He was abysmal tonight. Make no mistake about that. But what I'm saying to people about KP is, okay, it's easy to blame him for what's going on. Yes, he didn't play well, but at the same time, man, it's like, the Mavericks don't do things, and I don't know what it is. Kendrick, maybe you have an answer. I haven't figured it out all season. I don't know why they can't do anything with it.
Well, Billy, we talked about this after game one. Remember, I said it's a push and pull, and as far as that coaching organization is, they want to play a Houston Rockets type system, and I think Carlisle and some coaches want to play that old 2000 Dirk Nowitzki like system. But they're gonna have to figure a way to mesh that together. If not, it's just gonna have to work. If you can't, if Luka and KP, if you can't mesh that together, then you're gonna have to trade him because you can't have 30 million just.
Nobody wants him though. Nobody's gonna take him off your hands. Nobody's gonna take him off your hands.
Well, somebody that knows how to use them will.
That's not a problem for me to figure out. That's a problem for the organization to figure out. I'm just telling you what has to happen. But they're gonna have to figure a way to get him involved in this series because listen, Paul George is I give up Paul George. He's calm. He's coming. What do you have tonight? What PG had tonight?
He probably had
29. Yeah, 29.
Yeah, I'm about to say he was pretty close to 30.
Well, yeah. Well, he 29. Then you had Kawhi going off. Listen, they're gonna have to figure a way to get KP to get him up at least 20, 25 points, or the Mavericks. This series will get away from them very quickly because I just don't trust these other guys to be consistent enough to give me to make up that point differential if KP's not on. Now, maybe if Timmy can get hot again, but like I said, I don't count on that too much because Timmy's a streak shooter. He can go good in one quarter and go bad in the next. He can go good for games and go bad for a week. So it's just
hold on, Timmy tonight he gave you 12. I mean that's less than what he's been giving you. Well, the other night.
Timmy started off looking like he wanted to give you 30, and then by the time the end of the halftime is, he couldn't find the goal if he was sitting on it.
Oh, come on, man.
Hey, I'm just being real with it.
It is, and that's what we talked about just last night in the studio, Walt. That's my concern, and I'm not putting it on THJ because I'm not putting the game on him. It's not his fault. They as a collective team, the Mavericks score plenty of points to win the game. Yeah, they don't do anything defensively.
They don't do anything defensively. So they're gonna we know they're not a good defense team. So they're gonna have to outscore teams. So you're gonna have to be consistent on your offense. KP, you gotta figure out a way to get KP going. I don't know how they do it. That's why they pay Carlisle the money and his assistant coaches all the money. You're gonna have to figure, but I do know this much. Your man Falcon was right, and everybody been on Twitter talking about you got a hot player, you do not take him out the game on a normal substitution rest.
Yeah, remember he would do that during the season too, and they would irk everybody too.
Yeah. You do not, and he's got that bad. It don't matter what it don't matter what the play is. It can be a star player if they hot. His normal substitution pattern, he sticks to him just like pencil to paper. He don't stray for, and you got to have a feel for the. Listen, he old enough coach. You got to have a feel for the game. You think if Michael or Kobe going off, you think Phil Jackson finna tell, well, here's his normal rest time. I'm gonna take him out the game. So Kobe Kobe and Michael look at Phil and tell, man, you better go to hell. Go sit your behind on the bank somewhere. You think Steve or Kerr, if Curry got it going, oh, it's just normal substitution time. I got to get him out. No, keep him in.
I feel like he took him out because he was trying to save him for the fourth quarter, because I think he realized he wasn't getting nothing out of the rest of the team. So he was like, all right,
early in the game, though.
That early in the game, at the 7 minute mark, you got to take him out the game.
They were. Are you talking about the first? Are you talking about the first quarter?
Yeah, the first quarter.
And they went on the fourth.
Okay. I'm talking about later. It was another thing. It was another time.
In the first quarter. In the first quarter, that ball was hot. He looked like he looked like he's finna have a 20-point quarter. And then all of a sudden, we look up and he's
Step back Jack was in full effect in the first quarter.
Yeah, he's in full. That's what I'm talking about. If he got it going, ride them wheels ride that till the wheels fall off. You don't sit up there and just take somebody out the game. But hey, it happened. Game 4, they have to listen. The pressure's on both teams. That game 4. I use this game 3, but game 4 is going to tell the series. If the Mavericks win it, they probably win the series. If the Clippers win it, well, then you got best 2 out of 3 advantage Clippers, both games in LA. So the Mavericks need to come up and try to find a way to win game 4. You don't want to go as doing all that work, winning 2 games up there to blow and lose 2 games at your own building.
I'll tell you this, Kendrick. Last night when we were in the studio, I said, you know what? Just remember, the Mavericks do not play good at home. They do not play good at home. I was like, going back into the arena, I know this is gonna be a fan night, but just remember, they do not play good at home. And here we are. They go home and they can't put it together.
They need to they need to figure out a way to play good at home, because they only got 2 more home games in this series, and they need to win both of them if they want to win this series. Because I don't think they're gonna get another game in LA. I'm just keeping it real with
you. They play better on the road.
They
play so much better on the road. They play better on the road this season.
Listen. They're playing the oldest team in the playoffs. They play a lot of veterans. I don't think, that's just my opinion, they're gonna get another road game. They got 2. They need to win their home games. Figure out a way. Pretend you on the road.
It goes back to what Falcon was saying. It goes back to what Falcon was saying. But you gotta forget everything that's going on in the background. You gotta come in there ready to go.
Hey, if you gotta trick it up and put the Clipper logo in the middle of the Maverick flow instead of Maverick logo,
man.
Just figure out a way. I don't know how to do it, but figure out a way. But they got to win their home games if they want to win this series. I do not see them winning another road game.
Kendrick, before we let you go, who was the best Mav and who was the worst Mav on the floor tonight?
Best Mav was Luka.
Okay. Step back, Jack.
Until Carlisle took him out in the first quarter and say, hey, you know what? I don't want you getting this. I don't want you getting this double nickel or this 63. No, you just go ahead. I want to keep you at that 40-point level. Oh, worst man. Worst man was
It's gonna be Dodo. Watch this.
It's gonna be Dodo.
Oh wow!
Because
you didn't give it to Porzingis because you didn't want Billy to go on a rant.
If it was me, I would have chose. Go ahead.
Listen, everybody bunking on Porzingis. I'm not finna bunk on him, man. But he need to show up. It has to happen. Game 4. I expect. I'm hoping a 25 to 30 point. No, I'm predicting Porzingis goes off for 28 and 12 and 2 blocks. Game 4.
I kind of they don't give him the ball. I've never heard of a 14-point shot. He's only gonna get 3 shot attempts. So I don't see how it's gonna happen.
Hey, what did we say about Carlisle? If he can't figure it out, he don't need to be coaching the team. That's his problem to figure out. Worst man.
Hold on. Let me stop you right there. I'm just amazed at all this. 24 hours ago, I had people all on my Twitter. Oh, Rick Carlisle. You said Rick Carlisle this, Rick Carlisle that. They win it now. Now, today, I look on all those people who get at me. Oh, we got to fire Rick Carlisle. Rick Carlisle sucks.
I'm not saying you got to fire Carlisle, but remember what I said earlier? Listen, a series is about ebb and flows. A series can change like waves in the water. You can be up one and down the other. But it's time. Listen, you saw what the Clippers did. Rick is supposed to be a top 3 coach. It's time for him to make an adjustment. That's what he's about.
It started to feel like in the middle of the game, he started to coach to not lose the game instead of coaching.
Yeah, he did coach not to lose the game. He did coach not to lose the game. You can't coach like that because you are the underdog. No matter what you up. Listen, Las Vegas had the Clippers favorites in this game.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
they had them favorites. They had them even Mavs being up 2-0. So you are not the favorites in this series. So hey, you can't coach scared. Just let it balls to the wall. Whatever happens, just don't coach scared.
I'm gonna bring this up before we let you go real quick. So the whole Rondo was telling the players or whatever on the court there, right? So then Rick comes out and says, well, we haven't been running that many plays because he's calling out the plays. So I was like, so basically what you're saying is you let the point guard and you let the players cook out there and you kind of step back. It's basically what I took from that.
What? So repeat that again?
Yeah, there's a report that came out that said Rondo was calling out the Mavericks plays because, of course, he played with them. So he know what plays they're getting ready to run. So Carlisle, in response to that, said, well, yes, since that's happening, we haven't been running too many plays to offset that because Rondo is doing it.
But he hasn't been there in how many years?
So I get what you say. You basically say he's still running the same plays.
He's still running. I mean,
okay,
but that's a problem. If you're that predictable, that's a problem.
That's one problem. But number 2, when he said we're not running plays, I said, okay, so that's the difference in the game. They're not running plays, and that's why they're beating the Clippers because they're not. He's letting the point guard go out there and dictating. He's letting them cook.
Okay.
So I'm feeling like did they go back to running plays this game and get away? And when I say he start coaching to not lose instead of coaching to win, he started running plays to prevent them from losing, and it cost them the game.
That's very interesting, Walt. If that's the case, then brother, you need to how you don't change out your whole format of what plays you calling. The man ain't been here in 10 years, then that's interesting to me too. Then you need if that's the case, then you got to start letting letting Luka or whoever's running to start like you did the game 1 or game 2 to start just running at flow offense. Just I don't get that. That's weird. Yeah, that's weird. That's weird. I mean,
it's very weird, but that's what the report.
That's weird because listen, guys change teams all the time. Guys change teams all the time, so everybody knows everybody plays. That shouldn't affect you. I mean, basically, everybody runs the same. Listen, every coach runs the same system. It's not that much the basketball. It's about if you got star players or not. I mean,
that can execute it. Exactly.
That can execute it. So that shouldn't. Wow, that's weird. That shouldn't jump you up as a head coach. That's weird. Well, that makes me think a lot about Carlisle. Okay, brother. Nah, you ain't a top 3 coach. You just a guy. Then if you let Rondo out coach you, it ain't Ty Lue. Ty Lue said, "Hey, brother, I'll pass on you. I ain't good enough." So that let me know a lot about Ty. Maybe Ty Lue say, "Hell, I ain't getting it done." Rondo, Rondo, he loved to take over. That was the problem with him and Carlisle. He tried to take over the huddle, and Carlisle wouldn't let him. So, wow, that's weird.
Hey, man, we're gonna catch you. We're gonna catch you on Sunday night.
Yeah, man. Hope we got a win. If we don't, like I said, I don't see them winning another game in LA. But we're gonna get that win. We're gonna get that win. I'm predicting it. Mavs win by 10 Sunday.
All right, man. We'll see you Sunday night.
All right, man. Holla at you.
So that Rick Carlisle that we talked about the other night, is that? I mean, are we far off? Or did we see some of that come back tonight?
No, it's stupid. It's stupid. It doesn't make sense. It's not real. Listen, man, here's the bottom line. All that is a bunch of hyperbole. It's a bunch of bullshit, man. Listen, don't take that little stuff, little small BS story and turn it into a thing. People want the controversy, man. I'm here for the game of basketball. Who gives a fuck if Rajon Rondo recognizes a play? Every player in the NBA, as Kendrick just said, we played long enough to understand.
Hold on now. The head coach came out and said because he's doing that, we changed our game plan up.
That's
and with
all
that, it got them two. It got them two.
Real.
It got them 2 dubs out of switching up.
Yeah, but that's not real. I mean, well, here's the thing: the NBA as a whole, man. I mean, it's not teams aren't coming down just running plays all the time. Anyway, you run plays in the game. Run plays situationally. For the most part, it's flow basketball just across the league.
But that's not the case. Everybody knows it's not the case for Rick Carlisle, though. Everybody knows he runs a system and he runs an offense to where you see him walk down the sideline telling them this, do this or do that.
Yeah, and that's fine. I mean, it works for them. I mean, but I mean, at the end of the day, I don't care what play I'm running. If I have freaking Kevin Durant, LeBron James, and Steph Curry, I'm gonna run whatever play, and I'll let you know what I'm about to run, and you're not going to stop it. So all that extra stuff, man, that's just a whole bunch of none of that stuff even matters to me, man. The bottom line is we could talk about plays, we could talk about Rondo, this and all the soap opera drama and all that stuff. That's all bullshit and nonsense. The bottom line is, man, the Mavericks are not going to mess around and win this series if they do not take it serious and get after it on the defensive side of the ball. I'm never upset with Kawhi Leonard scoring the ball. That's what he's going to do. Paul George can score the ball. That's fine. The problem is you've got to make these guys work. Walt, I said it last time we did the show. I said, man, it's not that they're scoring so easily. They're not even exerting any energy scoring. Look at what Luka has to do to score. Yeah, it's cool when it's step back jack and all that, but Luka's always having to go to the basket, get beat up, take a bump to get the ball up and all that stuff, but look at what Kawhi and those guys are doing. They're going to the basket uncontested, layups, dunks. When they're not getting a layup or dunk, then there's Marcus Morris hitting the 3 out the corner. There's Reggie Jackson. There's Nick Batum. Rondo got in on the scoring tonight. I mean, he's just blowing past guys, guards, getting to the rim and scoring. It's like, that's not going to get it, man. Timmy didn't have a good game tonight. You know what I'm saying? I think, but I will say this, man, and I didn't get a chance to drop this on Kendrick when we were talking, but Walt, this might turn around and actually be a good thing. I do believe that in sports, there are such things as good losses. Nobody wants to lose, but sometimes you can get a loss and you can catch an L and it humbles you. This Mavericks team's on top of the world. Everybody's, Luka's doing this. He can't be stopped. And that's the truth. But, they maybe that humbles them. You know what it causes you to do? And they always say you learn so much more in a loss as opposed to a win. When you're winning, everything is all good, but you don't keep doing the same thing. Now the Mavericks have to go back to the drawing board. Rick Carlisle has to say, hey, look, let's sit here and figure this thing out. This isn't working. We got to find a way. Now we got to address some issues, and that might ultimately be a good thing for the Mavericks. I think if they come back, they give a better defensive effort. The Mavericks are the better team. Don't let this one night fool you guys. The Mavericks are a better team than the Los Angeles Clippers.
They don't play good at home.
Yeah, well, you know what? Hey, all they have to do is play good at home once. That's all they got to do. Play good at home once and take a commanding lead. The Clippers are not built to come back like that. They're not. Don't buy into the hype. Yeah, it was cool. It was all that. But if the Clippers are relying on Reggie Jackson and Marcus Morris and Nick Batum and all those guys to give them buckets like that, and if you think Kawhi and Paul George are going to average 70 the rest of the series, you're a damn fool. You're a damn fool. So don't buy into the hype. Do not buy into it. Mavericks just need to get their shit together, bounce back on Sunday. Mavericks win this game. Everybody that jumped off the boat, everybody's hating on KP.
They'll be back. They'll be
right back. They'll be right back next series. Oh, I believe the whole time, and I'll be here to call their ass out all next week. Don't worry about it. Mavs in 5, man. That's all I'm gonna say about it.
I took the Mavs in 6, but let's go over the stats and facts here, Billy. Let's get a look at this thing here. Let's start at the top. Starting the top list, you're a guy, big stops. Or what when you say he's not big stops when he plays like this, he's just
that was more of a Christopher performance right there.
No, just Christopher
just Christopher from the suburbs, man. That's Christopher from the burbs. He didn't even play like that tonight. It might be giving him too much credit. Well, he didn't have it, man. And Kristaps hasn't had a big series, period. I don't question.
I feel like last game was a big series. It was a big game for him.
Yeah, I mean, like I tell you, when you have a certain level of talent, man, I don't get excited about 18, 20-point games. Now, granted, the Clippers are a bad matchup for Kristaps Porzingis because, truthfully, people talk about how tall he is. And Walt, can I bring something to the people's attention here? This is just a physics thing. I'm not a big physics guy. I wasn't great in school. Yeah, but I just want to bring something to people's attention. If you know anything about sports, when you're tall, especially playing basketball, the toughest guys to deal with are the smaller guys who are strong, like a Kawhi Leonard, like I ain't gonna say Rondo, but look at him, man. Look at where he is. Like those guys get into his legs, he can't do anything. He can't put the ball on the floor. So I don't know why they give it to him on the perimeter. He's not going to post people up because he's not big enough. So people need to understand what Kristaps Porzingis is. Stop trying to make him this dominant, drop it down to him, back to the basket guy. That's not what he's going to do. He's going to turn around and shoot a jump shot, as Tovash 10 told us in studio last night. He's going to turn around and shoot it, and that lets the Clippers off the hook. The problem is he's not making them. That's the bottom line. So I don't want to hear all these dumbass people talking about, oh, he's not putting forth the effort. Oh, what else is he doing? Da, 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 da. Okay, listen, he didn't have a good game. He did not have a good – but people get caught up in Luka Doncic and his scoring and all that different shit. But in the fourth quarter, when the game was close, Luka Doncic had 2 or 3 very, very critical turnovers in the fourth quarter. He turned on the oven and he started baking them, okay? And it wasn't cool. The game was close. Don't be a fool and catch the final score and say, oh, it wasn't a close game. Yes, it was. The Mavericks were within 3 multiple times in the fourth quarter with like 7, 8 minutes to play. And they could never get over the hump. Luka turned over here, throwing it to, turn it over trying to get it to KP in the corner. Turn it over trying to get it to Maxey in the corner. Turn it over just, being reckless with the ball. Those things hurt you. Now, will he bounce back? Absolutely. But we can't just sit here and just say, hey, we're going to blame it on one man. It's not one man when you win. It's not one man when you lose. We've got to take this as a team. Mavericks have got to find a way to bounce back. KP, terrible game tonight, but he has game 4 to look forward to. I still believe. I don't give a damn what nobody else do. You don't have to ride with it. I still believe.
Tim, no 3 the hard way tonight. He gave you 12 points tonight, Billy.
Off night for Tim. He started off shooting the ball hot. You know what? I'll say this, man. It's one thing when you're getting open looks, right? But the Clippers obviously made a concerted effort tonight to make sure that Tim was not going to beat them. You were not going to. Luka might get his, but you will not be a part of the VIP guest, the VIP party tonight. We will be keying on you, and that's what happens, Walt. That's what happens. You got to, and it's more of a respect thing. I think Tim will find a way to come out, be more aggressive. I thought collectively, and I felt like this could happen. Mavs go home. They're feeding off the energy of the crowd. Yeah, we got off to a hot start, but when the game started getting tight and it turned into a basketball game instead of a blowout, the Mavericks could never seem to recover. And they couldn't get timely stops. They couldn't get rebounds. We saw 2 or 3 things happen tonight that had not happened in game 1 and game 2. Zubac was on the glass. I saw him like 3, 4, 5 offensive rebounds tonight when he was on the floor, especially like late in the game. And it really gave the Clippers extra opportunities they score. The Mavericks missed a lot of easy layups right at the basket. They got nothing from Josh Richardson, got nothing from Finney Smith. They didn't have a full team effort, and it cost them a game. And it's okay. They have an opportunity to make amends. This might ultimately turn out to be a good loss for the Mavericks, where they can go back to the drawing board, figure it out. Let's go back and attack this thing strong on Sunday. Give a much better effort.
Luka almost gave you a triple-double tonight. He had 44, 9, and 9. And Dorian Finney-Smith went back to Dorian Finney-No swish tonight. As he gave you 6 points in 38 minutes tonight.
Yeah. And he didn't do a great job defensively. But you know what? I tell you what, man. I tell you what, Walt, and people need to understand this. Finney Smith is built of the right stuff. He's built of the right stuff. Whether you think he's skilled enough to play, and give you whatever it is you expect from him, he's built with the right stuff. He has that mentality. One thing I'll say about it, I don't know if you caught this at the end of the game. Once the game was over, or
like he got into a situation, he had a situation develop.
I like that. I like you. You need to respond when somebody's kicking your ass. I don't want you to just walk off to the other side of the floor with your head down. I want you talking shit to them. I need Finney Smith. All right, bet y'all guys. Okay, Sunday, come see me Sunday. I need you to have that type of motivation. I like Luka walking off the floor pissed off and angry. I like Finney Smith being mad. I like Tim Hardaway Jr. staring guys down upset. It's going to make for a much better effort on Sunday. Watch and see what I tell you.
Okay, so check this. This is an interesting. We haven't seen this in a while. Maxey gave us 14 tonight.
Mm-hmm.
So Dorian Finney's numbers come down, but Maxey goes up.
I mean, Maxey got a lot of good open looks, man. He knocked them down. I don't know, man. I mean, it's so hard with Maxey because it's like we expect. I think a lot of us really expect a lot from him. I want him to be a little better defensively. I appreciate what he does for us offensively. He helps spread the floor. I'd like to see him be a little more aggressive because they do close out on Maxey when he shoots the 3. I'd like to see him be a little more aggressive. Put the ball on the floor and get to the basket, man. Try to go in. Maxey during the regular season would try to go in and dunk on your head, man. People forget that. He doesn't seem to really do that too much. I don't want him to feel like, okay, the only part of my game I can have out here is shooting the 3. When it's there, shoot it. But put the ball on the floor sometimes. Be aggressive, man. Force the issue. That's something the Mavericks didn't do just as a team tonight. They didn't really force the issue. And defensively.
Hold on real quick. Cash, I've put the link out on all the platforms. I don't know where you're not seeing that, but it's on all of it. And I just sent it out again.
Yeah, it's not popping up on the Facebook. It's not popping up on Facebook.
I've seen it on Facebook like umpteen times. From here. I'll
because I'm looking at it here on mine and I don't see it at all.
I don't think I put it on your. I didn't go to yours and put it on yours. I put it on.
No, this is yours. This is yours. I see every time the Cash has been asking for it. I don't see it popping up anywhere on here. I don't know what's going on, but yeah, I don't see the link one place in here at all.
Let me try. I put it everywhere.
Yeah, but no. Yeah, but to Maxey, man, I like to see him more. I like to see more from him defensively. I'm not asking him to shut down Kawhi. What I'm saying is I like to see those guys work harder. Like, stop, don't just let them get the ball so easily. Kawhi doesn't get the ball and bring it up the floor. They have a point guard for that, and they give it to him. Deny him the ball, man. Make him work to get the ball. Make him eat up some of that clock like the Clippers do. The Clippers made Luka eat up, 10, 12 seconds off the shot clock before we can even start initiating our offense. I think you should do that.
Well, I've got your head coach potted up. Let's hear from him real quick.
All right, Coach, do you want to get us started, and then we'll move on to questions?
Which cameras is that?
The one on the bobblehead box.
Yeah. We obviously got off to a very fast start, and then they climbed back into it, and some things stand out statistically. When they're playing that small, we've got to be able to do a better job on the boards than get beat by 6. That's one thing. They shot it great. Their 2 superstars had great games. They rode those guys. They played very well. We're going to have to play better in game 4. I mean, they shot essentially 58% and 42% from 3. And we shot 44 from the field, and we had a pretty decent night from 3. And then the free throw line hurt us again a little bit too. So, those are things right off the bat. The other thing that's a concern is the assist number. 17 is not enough for us. We got to be a higher assist team, and that'll happen if we can get more stops and get out in transition. And those are always your best opportunities to score.
Tim McMahon.
Tim McMahon, ESPN. Rick, the Clippers are basically daring you to post up Porzingis playing small. I know generally you're not a fan of the post up. Is that something you guys need to do and to be effective with, or how do you get more from KP if they're going to play small like they did?
Well, there are certain situations KP's very good with post ups. I don't want to get into a lot of detail explaining the whole thing. But we're a spacing team first, and when we get good deep post up opportunities, those are ones we got to attack. Part of the challenge with him is that he's a very good cutter, he's a very good spacer, and so he needs to play the game out of reads and movement. And overall, our offensive movement wasn't very good. But the bigger problem tonight was the defense. Let's be clear. We're not going to make this about missed shots or opportunities to post up KP or anybody else. I mean, we got to defend better. We give up 59% shooting to this team. You're going to have a very difficult time winning the game unless you're shooting, galactically great. And that's, in the playoff series, that's very difficult to do.
Brad? Brad, go ahead.
Yeah, sorry, the mute button wasn't there. Brad Townsend, Dallas Morning News. Rick, you mentioned before the game that you had talked to the team about managing, energy. It's going to be a long game. You guys got off to the big start. Do you think that became an issue as the game wore on, that you guys jumped on them so much and there was so much energy in the building that maybe it kind of ran out of air a little bit?
No, I don't. They took 2 timeouts early. And look, it's a long game. You got to play out the entire first quarter and then the entire second quarter, third, and fourth. It's almost 3 hours of basketball if when you count up a national TV game with the long pauses. There's going to be 2 or 3 or 4 review situations, that kind of stuff. So look, good, strong starts are important. I certainly don't blame the loss on that at all. I'll look closely at rotations and stuff like that. And look, they had a great night. And we did not. And so we're going to have to play a lot better at both ends in game 4, excuse me. You know, the crowd was great. They were into it. We got to get them more into it by finding ways to get more stops and rebounds.
Okay, we're going to do one more, Tim Cato, because Maxie will be standing by.
Tim Cato, The Athletic. In regards to the defense specifically, like you talked about, what did you think of the double teams you threw at mostly at Kawhi and the execution you had on them?
I haven't watched the whole game yet. I've just watched a couple minutes of the beginning. So obviously they did a good job of spacing and making plays. They baited us into some double teams and then spaced the floor very well. We'll have to take a good close look at it and simply do better. You know, we won the first 2 games with aggressive double teaming that was on time, you know, and on point. And so in game 4, we're going to have to do a better job, no question about it. Thank you.
Well, Billy, he said what you said. This is about the defense that wasn't played tonight.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know what else there is to say about it. I mean, all you have to do is just watch the game for what it is. I mean, it's easy to talk offense. You know, my guy DJ Sullivan, man. Shout out to my guy, man. He's a basketball guy. He loves the game. Has a heart for the game, man. He always brings it up. He's like, the defense isn't getting played in the league anymore. And that's true, but you got to give some effort, man. The Mavericks didn't even look like they were giving any type of effort defensively. Like, Walt, the Clippers damn near shot, like, at one point they were shooting like 65% in the game. Like, that's unheard of in a playoff game. You know, middle of the regular season where nobody really cares and you're running down jacking up shots, that's one thing. But, like, 65%, and it's not like they were just hitting a whole bunch of, like, shots from the outside. Well, the number was growing because everything was on the inside. Kawhi Leonard's just getting layup after layup, mid-range jumper after mid-range jumper. The Mavericks don't do a good job of trying to keep guys from getting to their spot, but the Clippers don't either. I said my son was sitting there watching early in the game when step back jack was going on. Walton, he asked a very simple question. He said, "Why do they just keep letting Luka? He keeps doing the same thing. He keeps going to the left and he shoots a 3." It's like they have no interest in stopping it. Like, if you know that's his spot, that's his move, wouldn't you kind of play him that way to kind of prevent that? If that's the most damaging thing, but the Mavericks don't do it. They have no interior defense. And Rick brought it up, man. But again, there's always something to be found in a loss, Walt. They lost the game. So, you know, they understand what needs to go on. Rick needs to have that good conversation. And it's time. It's just going to be time to bounce back, man. It's an opportunity to bounce back. The series is not lost. Nothing has changed. The Mavs are still in control of this series. Let's go out and regain control of it and shut this thing down.
Well, let's hear what Luka had to say real quick about tonight's loss.
All right, we will go ahead and get started, Luka, with Tim.
Tim McMahon, ESPN. Luka, especially if the Clippers are going to play small that much, how can you guys get more out of Porzingis?
I mean, I think on the post, you know, fit more the post. I think that's the thing, you know, because they're playing really small. And I think fit the post more.
All right, Callie.
Callie Kaplan, Dallas Morning News. Luka, I saw at times you were holding your shoulder and wincing and getting some treatment on that. How is your shoulder doing, and how did that injury happen?
I mean, it's not shoulder. First it was like neck in halftime and then went down. And it's just weird, you know, if I turn, it's like, I don't know, Hexen shoes. I don't know how you call it. But, you know, just some massage, some ice, and hope it'll good.
All righty. Kevin?
Kevin Gray, 105.3 The Fan. Luka, a little bit of chippiness tonight between yourself and the Clippers and overall. How do you feel like you guys handled that as far as some of the tactics were concerned, physically and emotionally tonight?
I mean, I don't really know. I got attacked. Somebody told me later. It's like, why was that attack? I don't understand. Just let it play. You know, a lot of guys from the bench were talking, but, you know, just keep going. You know, nobody said it was going to be easy, and we just got to keep playing.
Brad?
Yeah, Luka, Brad Townsend, Dallas Morning News. You guys got off to the 30-11 lead, and I know you went out for your customary break then. Why do you think the game turned so suddenly, and why weren't you guys able to get that momentum back?
I think we took a couple of bad shots, and we know we relax a little bit when we go up, so we got to work on that, and especially I got to work on free throws.
Mac Engel.
Mac Engel, Fort Worth Star-Telegram. Luka, you finally got to play a playoff game here at home, and the atmosphere sounded electric. How was it for you to be in that first quarter, to be here with fans again?
I mean, it was amazing. Not only first quarter, the whole game, they were amazing. I really appreciate everybody coming. I hope they come again in 2 days. They were amazing. I wish we would give them a win, but we'll try it on Sunday and hope it's the same energy.
Okay, we'll do a couple in Spanish. Pedro.
Thank you. Luka, bueno, Pedro Silo, Univisión Dallas. Decías que
shout out to my guy Pedro and Pablo back on the scene. Well, I don't know if Pablo was there, but Pedro was definitely on the scene. Anything you want to take away from what Luka had to say there, Billy?
No, Luka. It's very simple, very easy to comprehend. I'm glad he gets it. Nobody said this thing was going to be easy. I mean, I've been walking around parading around saying Mavs and foe, and I still feel like they should have got it that way. It is what it is. The Mavericks are still doing whatever the hell they want to do to this team. They're still abusing the Clippers. Let's not sit here and act like it's something entirely different because the Clippers won a game. The Clippers actually played and got some pretty good contributions from other guys on their team, and they won the game. The game was still relatively close in the fourth quarter until the Mavs, they kind of gave out. But listen, let's not sit here and confuse ourselves about what's going on here. Luka knows his team is better. He knows he's the best guy on the floor. I don't give a damn what nobody says. He knows it. We know it. The national media knows it. He's the best damn player in this series. Period. Okay. The reality of the situation is his teammates, his guys that work with him didn't show up and play at the same level. And it is what it is, man. I don't expect that. They're role players for a reason. There's a reason they're not starters in this league. However, they'll have another opportunity. That's all I can keep stressing to people. And I like Luka's attitude about it. We got another opportunity. We'll see these guys again. Well, within 48 hours, we'll see these guys again. All that kikiing about Patrick Beverly and all that Marcus Morris nonsense and all. We're gonna see these guys again. Don't worry about it. 48 hours from now, we on y'all ass.
We are the first 48. The first 48, we gonna see him.
We'll be back. We're gonna see
him in the first 48. I'll tell you what, this next interview is highly touted. Okay, people want to hear from this guy. They want to know what happened. Here he is, your guy. We're gonna find out what happened with Kristaps Porzingis with his post-game interview.
Okay, we will go ahead and get started with Brad.
Yeah, Kristaps, before the game, Rick told us that he had talked to you guys about the fact that these playoff games are long and it was going to be an emotional night and you probably needed to manage the emotions. Do you guys think that that's what got you tonight? You got off to the big lead and then they came back on you, or what do you think happened?
Not necessarily. I think it's just a mixture of things. We didn't have our best offensive night. Nor defensive. We could do both better. Obviously, the game's long and a lot of emotions and a lot of momentum changes. Just they were the better team tonight, and that's it. We're gonna look at the film, look at what we can do better, and come back next game with a fresh mind.
Tim Cato.
Tim Cato, The Athletic. KP, how would you assess your own performances on both ends?
Sorry, say it again.
How would you assess how you played on both ends of the court?
Below what I can do, obviously, just frustrated at moments and trying to keep my head in the right place where I keep playing hard, keep doing the things I can do, on a defensive end and offensive rebounds and things like that to keep myself engaged and giving what I can to the team. So yeah, just it's a long game, a lot of emotions, but try to stay calm and just do the things that I'm capable of doing.
Tim McMahon.
KP, especially with the Clippers playing small, why do you think you weren't able to make your impact offensively tonight?
Just it's pretty it's random. It's a lot of random action, and I definitely can do a better job of sealing the guards when I have a guard on me, and also I have to score on those post ups that I had. I had great looks, and I just missed the shots. And sometimes it's like that. You miss shots. You missed the last a couple of threes at the end also, which were tough ones, were important ones. So yeah, just frustrated a little bit with the shots not going in, but then again, I can't really let that affect the rest of my game. So that's it. Tomorrow I'll get some rest, get some work in, and come back for next game.
Last English is going to be Mac Engel.
Kristaps, when you look at the way you're playing in that fourth quarter, especially, did you feel like you were pressing too much, like you were trying almost too hard?
Myself or the team?
No, yourself, your own game.
No, I wouldn't say so. The game wasn't really going my way, and I wasn't trying to force nothing. If we have those mismatches, I have to be able to utilize that. That's part of my game, and I have to be able to convert those into 2 points or a foul or a good shot from my teammates. So. I want to be better, and that's it. It's definitely we can do things better. We can do things better, but no, talking about the fourth quarter, I didn't feel like it. Maybe if I look at the film, it might look like that, but I don't feel like it. Maybe I got 2-3 shots, good looks, open looks, just shot him.
All right, we'll do 2 in Spanish. Pedro
out there working hard. Billy, before we get to Cash real quick, he wants to step in and say something. Before we get to him real quick, I do want to say this. I understand that they feel like they say they kept him on the floor because, like you said, you got to keep him involved and keep him engaged, because if not, you'll lose him. But when they go small, he can't be on the floor. He can't be on the floor. He just can't be on the floor. Like you say, there's no matchup for him when they're small. They got away with it the other night, but the only reason why it worked the other night, they were desperate, and 2, they bought that in to double team Luka, and they were down already when they went small. So theirs was coming from there. Tonight they were up and went small to go ahead and close the game out. So at that point, that was at the point where you're right, Dwight Powell should have came in the game.
Right. Well, I'd have to disagree with you completely. I understand the logic behind it, but my thing is I can't allow another team to dictate to me what we're going to do, especially with a guy like KP. And the reason why is
here's the reason why. If he was a in the paint like post up type player, yeah, it worked. But the fact that he's not that, with him not being that, it is harder for him to play on a small lineup. Because even the shots he got in the post, like that's where everybody says like he didn't look confident, like he looked scared or whatever. Like he tried to hit turnarounds. His turnaround game isn't that good, and I wish that's something that he would. I don't know, in the off season he would work on, because some of those should be easy shots. I mean, it's like you're right there, dude. Like that's your foul.
Yeah, I mean, but what we've seen in many of times where the ball has gone in, man. Again, we can't just overreact off of one night where the ball doesn't fall. I mean, again, he played atrocious, man. But we've also seen him go out there. I mean, it'd be foolish to sit here and make the assessment and say, oh, well, he doesn't have he can't do this in mid-range. When we see this guy out here busting these like logo threes that are just stupid. So, I mean, I just think, more than anything, man, just playing the game of basketball in the way that I have. Again, I've never played at a high level, but just knowing the game and playing the game, well, it's a rhythm thing, man. It really is a rhythm thing. Now, I would have an entirely different conversation for everybody, all Mavs Nation and all this different stuff, if KP was in the rhythm and they were constantly feeding him the ball. And he's just like, turn around, miss shot, layup, miss shot, turn the ball over. Then I'd be like, man, okay, this dude's head ain't in the game, man. We got to go ahead and sit him down. But while it's really, really hard when, like, dude, it was like in the fourth quarter, dude had only had like 6 shot attempts. This is your second 6 shot attempts in the fourth quarter. Luka probably had more than 6, like in the first 5 or 6 minutes of the game. Like that. You can't stay in the rhythm like that, man. People got to understand that. You got to be in the rhythm, man. And that's in any sport. We see running backs say it in football. I can't get in the rhythm. You give me the ball every other possession, I can't get in the rhythm. It's a rhythm sport, man, and you can't just come out there. You're playing, and when you're getting in the rhythm offensively, you're going to be more intrigued and tied together defensively, man. And so, people will, again, it's low hanging fruit, man. I really think it's Bush League. I really think it's bullshit, man, that people do the stuff they do. It's easy. It's easy to go that route, man. But at the same time, if we're going to call out Kristaps Porzingis for how he's playing, and I am calling him out, then we also need to look at, okay, well, hey, what do our coaches do to help the situation? If we see he's not playing well, what are we doing to help change that narrative? Or are we just gonna sit there and continue to watch him struggle? It goes on both sides, man. The Mavericks, I have full confidence in Rick Carlisle and these guys to figure this out. Didn't look good tonight, but you know what? Didn't have to, because we got Sunday coming up, 3-1, 4-1. I'm excited to go to LA, cut the lights out. Watch and see what I tell you. Watch and see what I tell you, man. I want people to come and see me on Sunday. Mavs on Sunday with the dub. And then when do we play after that? It's going to be Tuesday or Wednesday?
It'll be Wednesday.
Oh, God, I was hoping it was a show night. Jesus Christ. Well, Thursday night, when we get back in that studio, it'll be a nice little celebration. Nice little celebration.
Well, we got Cash standing by. He wants to comment real quick. Let's get him in here before we end the show. If my mouse will come up to it. All right, here's Cash.
What up, y'all?
What's going on, Cash?
What up?
Well, after this loss, at first, I was, I guess, overreacting. But yeah, KP horrible tonight. But I'm gonna agree with Billy about everything he said. It starts with your point guard, man, and also I noticed in game 2, Luka was taking better shots. He was doing his little fadeaway on money. It was all money every time.
Step back, Jack.
Yeah, but I'm saying, like, in the 2-point range is like his fadeaway. I mean, the team was focused, and then also tonight though, like when they first started hot, and then all of a sudden, here come the referees coming in the game with the stupid Willie stuff. Man, that's gotta stop. They are flopping too much, man. Come on.
It did.
Yes.
I agree with it. It really changed the momentum of the game. Yeah. They got to stop that. Offensively and defensively, they got to stop that. But as quiet as it's kept, that really did change the momentum of the game, because you know what? It started up the chippiness. It started the yapping and the talking and all that different type of stuff. And that's what I feared for the Mavericks. I did not want them to get into this, we're jawing back and forth with these guys.
And then it got in their heads, and then they started shooting horribly, and Finney Swish was not tonight. Finney nothing.
Finney no swish.
So, and I was, I was pissed out of this game, man. I was like, they had them where they wanted them, and they had the pedal going 80 miles an hour on the highway, and then going cruising 60, and then they let off the gas, man. I knew it was gonna happen.
So before,
but I mean, and the whole Porzingis thing. They're gonna have to find a way, just something to get him going, man. Right. You can't just be on an island on defense on an island, and then basically Rondo beat you in the fourth quarter. He was telling him all the plays, and then it's just Porzingis is like on defense stuck in quicksand, and then here comes Rondo and Reggie Jackson through the lanes, passing everybody. Game over, and then there's what's his name in the corner 3 or 4 times, game over. Just
Yeah, Marcus Morris, and he's a clown.
Yeah.
I can't stand the Clippers, all that damn front running they be doing and all that stuff. It's all cute and dandy and stuff, but trust me, I trust when the Mavericks close this series out. Watch and see. There will be nobody. I'm telling you now, there will be nobody on Twitter worse than me. I will be trolling the Clippers. I'll be trolling them for the next 2 weeks straight. We'll be in a whole nother series, and I will still be on their ass.
Mike Bassett
I think if they come out with the same fire, right? If they come out with the same fire as game 2, but they got to be more physical. Like Jalen Brunson, I noticed he wasn't going to the basket enough. Like the game 2 he was getting those and-ones, just
he was shooting a lot of
fearlessly
threes
going
tonight.
to the rim.
Yeah, he was shooting a lot of threes tonight.
Almost like going to the rim. Just they were going to the rim more last game.
Yep.
They need to be more physical. Come out game 4 with the same thing, but more physical. Play some damn defense, man. Come on. This ain't
at least try.
This ain't no season. This ain't no NBA season, man. Come on.
Hey, Cash.
At least try.
Hey, Cash, we appreciate you joining us, man. We're gonna catch you on Sunday night, right?
Yeah, sorry about earlier. I couldn't get on because
I thought I sent it out. I thought he sent it out, but he said I didn't, so that's why I resent it. I sent it out. I thought I sent it.
All right, it's all right, and I'm hiding my hat tonight because
Oh no!
Don't do that. Don't do that, man.
We'll see you Sunday, man.
We'll go Mavs still. Hopefully, KP can have one good game, man. Because I'm on the edge here.
Oh man, stay loyal to us, man. Just stay loyal. We'll see you Sunday night. I don't know if you see this right here, Billy. Mike Bassett is reporting that fans were yelling at KP at the game.
Yeah, I mean this is what they do. This is what they do.
Yeah,
I'm not.
Mike says he can't sleep, man.
Mike, get yourself some rest tonight, Mike. Listen. You let me tell you something, Mike. On Wednesday, not Wednesday. I guess it'll be on Thursday morning. No, Thursday morning. You will be having a tremendous morning. You heard it here first. You'll be so full of joy on the show Thursday morning. This thing is over, man. This thing is dead and oh, this thing is stinking. I don't care about what happened tonight. All this, because you know what's going to happen. The Clippers are going to get in their own damn head. You know, what's the saying? The Clippers are going to clip. You know what's coming. Know what's coming, guys. Do not be a prisoner of the moment. Know what's coming. They're done. This was their last little desperate stab at greatness. They're done.
If they lose, if the Mavericks lose this series, a head will roll. I don't know whose head is going to roll, but a head will roll. If they don't.
I mean, as well as should. I mean, but the Mavericks are the underdogs in this series, though, man. It's not like they're the favorites in this.
You can't go up 2-0 and then turn around and lose a series like that. No. A head will roll. A head will roll. A head will roll. Clearly, and you got the better player, and you got the better player, and you got a better team than the other team, and you lose this series. A head will roll.
Well, I don't know that people will say that. Yeah, we know Luka is the best player on the floor, and I mean the numbers suggest that he is. But I'm just saying, I mean, overall, man, there's a reason that people chose the Clippers to be in the NBA Finals or potentially trying to win it. Nobody chose the Mavericks. The Mavericks are playing with house money right now, man. People need to understand that. This ain't the Mavericks aren't under any type of stress. Like, oh my God, if they don't win this, then we're on the edge. It's not like that, man. It's not like that.
Great atmosphere tonight.
Yeah, I wish I could have been out there, man. I wish I was out there. Mike, next time I'm out there, dude, I'm gonna have to reach out to you, man. We're gonna have to go to Shooters across the street, go over there and get us some of those tacos or whatever, man. And we can't be on the inside, man. That looks real stressful inside of there. Yeah, I'd rather go to Shooters and enjoy a couple of beers, a couple of tacos, maybe a basket of nachos or whatever, and just watch it from close enough where I can still feel the energy, but being inside of that place, man, I would have been in there heckling, and if I would have been anywhere on that floor, I would have got kicked out, man, because I would have had too many choice words. But it is what it is. Sunday awaits us.
Mike says his voice is gone, and he says, "You got it." So
yeah,
listen,
let's do it.
So we'll be back here Sunday night. Hopefully, we can get a dub. I have the Mavs in 6, so we're right on schedule for me right now. We're right on par for me. With the
Mavs in 6, that means they're going to close it out at the AAC.
Yeah.
Okay.
Even though they don't play good at home, we're gonna figure it out.
Hey, perfect place to do it.
Well,
Close it out.
good thing you're not in the NBA, Mike, because we'd have to fine you. We had to hit you with a hefty fine for this post or this comment right here about refs being bad.
Hey, you can't talk about the refs.
We don't,
you cannot
we
talk
don't,
about
we
the
don't,
refs.
we don't do criticizing the officiating. But yeah, we'll be back here Sunday night. Hey, keep your feet on the ground. Keep reaching for the stars. I always do what's best for business. And if we don't see you around, then we'll see you around.
Yes, sir.